Hello there, fellow fleet commanders. Rodamon here. Thank you for tuning in to Starsector Homeworld, episode 51, Seeking High-Value Bounties. Ooh, that's what I like to see. Snarf avoids damage from the storm. Solar shielding S-mod for the win. Alright, this is what, some distance away? Inside a nebula on the outer reaches. Oh, well, okay. Who are you? Scavenger. Okay, I don't need to fight you. Outer Reach Nebula is probably this one over here. Because if it was this nebula, it would say there was near like a jump point. My guess would be. Nope, there it is. I even had room for all of the ore, which doesn't happen very often, because normally those things will have like 10,000 ore, which is just simply a silly amount. It's not a terrible idea, now that I think about it, to drop the ore off to ink to have it smelted, because ink will occasionally have ore deficits, and that might actually benefit ink in the long run, but like it doesn't make enough of a difference that I would bother. Ship recovery, no thanks. Alright. Let's do bigger ticket bounties to fix up the fleet and make big money now. So we got Penelope Star. I don't know if I could physically get there within 31 days, but I'll attempt it because it's more money than the other one that we've got going on right now. So we'll head back to Kellyanne Grain and see about some bounty. What is going on with Tritech? Oh, it's climbing. Not quickly, but definitely climbing. And then there's another Syndrian bounty with a whole bunch of executors. I wouldn't mind getting my hands on any more executors. They've been fun to use. Having a spare for our spare so that I could use it less sparingly would be good. So we want to go to the Penelope Star, so probably this is closest. And with any luck, fingers crossed, I'll be able to remove some demods off my capital ship, because I've entered a lot of fights and I've just and my current ship has a lot of demods and we just have not been able to clean it. Repair it, that is. Okay, so bounties for you. You are hiding near a barren bombarded world, so let's see. You're probably at Calypso or Ogria, which is maybe this gravity well. I never really explained this, but like, the star stays in the center and the planets orbit the star. So a gravity well at like the 5 o'clock position, right? Gravity well at the 5 o'clock position is going to be the gravity well for those two planets. That's how you can tell. And that's how I dropped directly into this fleet fight, you know, just because the orientation of the gravity wells relates to the planets that make up that solar system. Generally. Sometimes there's like weird gravity wells, but generally speaking. Alright. I am all set. So let's try to get as many ships out and deployed as possible, because this is a pretty big enemy fleet and I want to win in numbers. Get him. Go, Aurora. Alright, we got 51 more points. That's basically almost enough for GMC. So we'll have pretty much our full fleet here in a moment. But I want our onslaught. Actually, I'm just going to do full assault now. Take off the kid gloves and tell them to just go ham. The battlefield is filling up with, like, enforcer debris to the point where I'm having trouble shooting the things I want to shoot. Alright, I don't think that this onslaught is paying enough attention to me, so let's cook it. Because it definitely wants the auroras that are, like, right in front of it. And yeah, I was right. It did not prioritize me as a proper threat and died for it. Cool. This one's getting high flux. Oh god, Aurora, get out of there, bud. Alright, I'm super high flux, so I'm gonna vent. Alright, you... retreat. If you can. Oh, no, you can't. Too little, too late. Alright, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna step up and start being the one to... Well, let's just kill this Legion. It's so close to dead. Oh god, you're gonna get torped. Get out of there, dude. Get out of there. Hurricane time! Alright, I think this is just a matter of cleanup. Probably the most worrisome is that Dominator taking out someone that shouldn't be taken out. But I need this Aurora to not, like... Oh, you're venting in front of me? Stupid. So stupid. I think that's... Oh no, there's a Falcon left. It's a 14th Falcon, so it's not one we'd want to recover, but it is deployment points for demod removal. You know, I should probably have them get the kill, because I don't need any more experience. Cool. Sebdom had 3, if I recall correctly, so it doesn't look like they picked up any more demods. I'll also take the Dominator at 1, and that's it. I'm over storage max. We'll dump... I'm just gonna dump all the ore. Alright, DDM, Major Mildew, and Domseb. And not me. Oh, no. Domseb, I did get 1 removed. That's cool. We have this new ship. That was a big fight. That was That was not insignificant enemy fleet, for sure. I don't think there's ruins here. It's hard to tell sometimes when there's like debris clouds and cargo pods because it masks whether there is one or not. So Darrett is 120 days away from the Unification Center Paradise World, which was one of the main goals of this series. And then the other one, of course, is to like find peace with all the other factions, which we are just one faction away from doing. What do I prefer, Altrops or Reaper? Reapers probably, but Altrops are still pretty good too. Or, you know, Cyclones, Hurricanes, really any of the really hard-hitting ones I really like. So they are a Tundra World Red Primary. Probably there. And that was 4 executors. Sounds good to me. The real question is for weapon preferences for Starsector is like whether I'm using it or whether the AI is using it. Because there's a big difference. Like if I'm controlling a Pegasus and I have like Cyclone Reapers versus the AI controlling a Pegasus with Cyclone Reapers, the AI controlling a bunch of Cyclone Reapers generally is crap. They'll like launch them at stupid stuff and hit nothing and like it's pointless. So it heavily depends on whether the player's using it or the AI is using it, because the AI is sometimes just like god-awful. Like they'll just, you know, they'll see a situation with like tons of flak and tons of point defense and they'll be like, oh, this is a perfect opportunity to use my Reapers. It's like, no it isn't. No it isn't. So a lot of the like dumbfire weapons I really like, but not in the hands of AI because they'll use them extra dumb. Whereas something like Hurricane Mervs that are homing, or you know, Squalls or whatever that can track, the AI won't waste as frequently. It's the same as like ships like the Doom. I find that the player can control like the mine-laying phase ship Doom a lot better than the AI can, because the AI will just like, the AI thinks like phasing out and sitting there playing a waiting game where all it's doing is like racking up flux is somehow a good strategy, and I see it constantly. It's like, no, that's not how to win with a Doom. You disengage, you vent, you re-engage. You don't just sit there phased out. And you see this constantly with enemy phase ships. Some enemy phase ships do work pretty well, like Afflictors I do find can be pretty effective, but like some enemy phase ships are just stupid. And they just like sit phased and hope that you just like lose interest. It's like, that's not a valid strategy. I don't think you're playing Possum. Playing Possum doesn't make sense in the context of a fleet battle. Hey, ZD! How's it going, man? What have you been playing recently? And thank you for the resub. For just so many months. Alright, this Falcon needs my help. I am here to help. Why is that Centurion activating its, like, special ability? Like, no one was even shooting at it. You're so silly. And Onyx, thank you for the resub, too. I think... You know, honestly, I don't know. I feel like I need to be up there, but if I do that... Here, this Falcon, go up there. I'm gonna soften up one more of these. I don't want to leave this Falcon to just, like, fend for itself, but I'm a little worried that if I'm not up north, the ships up north are gonna suffer for it. So I'm gonna, like, kill this Eagle and then disengage. Maybe we'll kill the Falcon, too. Alright, no one else die, you hear? I'm leaving. There we go. The other issue, of course, is like when they are barely reinforcing, they're also right exactly where their retreat spot is. So a bunch of them had retreated, but whatever. I'm not going to bother pursuing, because who cares about that? Let them go. I do not think... Ooh, I will take the Falcons, but I don't think a 5 demodded Eagle is worth it. Or 4 demodded Eagles, or Executor, sorry, is it worth it? So I'm not going to bother. Nice! I no longer have any demods on my flagship. It got cleaned up. So I'll run this bad boy back to... Oh, we're over capacity. I'll run this fleet back to Capital. And switch out the fleet a little bit. And we are almost halfway to the money that we need for another orbital hab. I still don't have the admin, but that's a problem for future me. The little ships that were there to recover, I think, were brawlers, not monitors. Brawlers are blah. Centurions are like okay, but monitors are definitely my favorite. If I'm gonna deploy small ships, it's gonna be a monitor, because pretty much all other small ships will just like die. They're just cannon fodder, whereas the monitors are actually pretty decent tanks. Alright. Domseb, you're all set. You're going in. Nabla, you're done too? Major Mildew, are you done? You are indeed. And I do have the elite. Okay, cool. Finished. Latonin, how about you? You have a built-in AUG drive. Okay. I could ASMod it, but like I'm not really sure if that would it wouldn't matter because we don't need to be faster. I don't really have a blueprint for a Falcon P, like a pirate Falcon. So to that end, I'm going to call this one good in a second. I just want to change out the fighter it had to like broadswords. All right, so you are done as well. Formally can get ITUs. Sebdom, you don't even have an experience for ITUs yet. And then we have these new ships, which maybe we'll hold on to. And the Dominator can now get Ox Thrusters. Perfect. So the Dominator is also finished. And I'll add in weapon mounts. Cool. Armor weapon mounts. Because that will help its armor even higher. It's more ridiculous. Sweet. All right, fleet looks pretty good. I'm going to store these for now and then figure out exactly what ships I want to take. So, the other executor that I have, what did I build in here? I built in ITU flux and aux thrusters. Before I start working on other executors or other flagships, I want to make sure that this one is also like, yeah, I need to use this a little bit, the Raveno, so that it gets a little bit more experience for another S mod. There. So this will be the, I'll call it the primary battleship. And this is what I'm going to aim my other executors to be. Actually, this is a little different because it has attack lasers, which I don't think the Raveno had. Yeah, the Raveno had IR lances. To that end, actually, let's get rid of that and do IR lances if we can. Because if we are rocking IR lances, there actually might be a reason to drop flux coil for magazines. Because IR lances are a magazined weapon. And put magazines back in instead. So I think this is probably close to my ideal executor. So let's auto-fit this again as primary. So this is what I'm aiming for the Raveno. So the Raveno just needs to get enough experience to build in the aux thrusters and then pick up the other hull mods. All right, that's going to be pretty easy. That's like one fight worth, I think. And then for the other smaller ships, I'll take out the other Auroras to see if they also need more experience, because I'm not sure that they do. What Aurora got finished as a template? Let's see. Nabla, apparently you're finished as a template. So using Nabla as a template, Nabla's design, I might change a little bit, actually. So for the back here, I'm going to do burst PDs, because the regular PDs are just kind of bleh. And then I will do capacitor events at like 2023. And this is going to be the Blitz. Auto fit. Blitz. Okay. I like it. And the Blitz has magazines, injector, and ITU. So the other ones I have here do not have the injectors yet. But I could get it. How are these? How'd the autofit not work? Why is it? Oh, because this is ITU's flux conduits. I see. Okay, now they're identical except for like different missile pods. This one's have Sabo SRMs, and then this one has Breach. I'm guessing I don't have Sabo SRMs available. Is that the case? I really don't. That's fine. All right, so that one's done. And then the other one, refund, injector mag, and auto fit. Okay, so these Auroras are all basically identical to one another. They're all Blitz cruisers, and they're all finished. So I don't need to bring them back out. They're ready to for whatever engagements I have to throw at them. And then my other Auroras just need more experience. to be able to get the same treatment. Okay, so taking other wings. So we got those 3 done. I don't really know if I'm going to focus too much on champions, so maybe we take the eradicators out. So raffle timer up for the eradicators. And these are going to be what I focus on. Oops. Wrong button. Oh god, we have a lot of ships. It's getting busy. Do I have a template for other eradicators? I don't believe I do. I've had eradicators in the past in the fleet, and I think they like got demodded to the point where I didn't recover them because they got so screwed up. So for now, I'll just have them be like assault eradicators and make them generic, and then once they level up a little bit more, I'll like give them proper setups. All right. So now we know what our fleet looks like. I'll auto assign officers. Cool, done. These things are going to be in action. And we have 2, 4, 6 plus 6, 12 demods in the fleet. Okay. Works for me. And we have tons of extra crew. In fact, like, I might want to trim down the crew a little bit. Because I'm paying salaries and they're twiddling their thumbs waiting for me to like capture ships to control or whatever. I'm pretty sure I checked for officers. No, maybe not. But no admins there. No admins there. Alright. Looking for bounties. Hey, there's a Tritech bounty for another Paragon. Let's do it. So you are near a gas giant, yellow primary star, so you're probably here at Beta Legion. The purple thing? That's my bionics. So in the mods that I have going on, there are bionics that you can install on yourself for bonuses. So like right now I have a bionic that allows my piloted ship max be 15% faster, turn rate 30% higher, but shield efficiency down 10%, so on and so forth. So yeah, that's my bionics container. It doesn't actually take up any room. It's just where all of the bionics are inside. So it's just bionic storage. Let's see if I can get another Paragon. Because once this Executor is done, I'll probably move over to the Paragon next and start working as the Paragon as my capital ship to get it S-modded and remove D-modded. Because I'm sure some of you want to see the full disco ball, and I will not keep you hanging too long. If you ever have a question on YouTube videos, just feel free to like ask me in the YouTube comments. I answer every single one of my comments, unless like YouTube decides that it wants to filter it. Because sometimes they do that. This is going to be a bit of a tougher fight unless I can neutralize the Paragon quickly. Also, I'm going to raffle off... I'm going to pause the raffle timer because I'm not going to want to raffle off in the middle of a fight. So I'll put 5 more minutes on the board, assuming this fight takes about 5 minutes. That's weird. I hear a dog barking in my driveway, but it's not a dog I recognize. Because I know what mine sound like. So I don't know who it is. That's weird. Well, the good news is, the current fleet has some D-mods, obviously it has like 12 D-mods, but it has tons of S-mods. So we have like an overtuned fleet for sure. Which means like deployment point to like pound for pound, deployment point to deployment point, our ships are worth significantly more than theirs. So even if they have a pretty frighteningly large fleet, it shouldn't be too much of a problem with all of our, like, overtuned ships ready to go ham. Maybe. Time will tell. Wow, I can barely recognize that ship. It looks real weird for some reason. That Aurora just... I don't know. I don't know why it looked different. So the Odyssey is... Where is the Paragon? The Paragon's not on the field yet? Oh, that works for me. Yo, Eradicator, how about you don't eradicate yourself? I'm coming to help, but, like, you need to... back off? It's getting, phase ship harassed. Yeah, it's dead. I can't help it. It's already lost too much of its hull. It's one of the issues with the Eradicators is because they are sort of like a CQB ship, I love them, but they can be stupid. And they can just, like, beeline into a battle that they cannot handle and end up liquefying themselves on enemies. No, don't do that. You're being annoying. So this is what I'm talking about. Is like, this Harbinger is deciding that sitting here and me losing interest is in its, like, advantage or something. It's like, okay, you can try that method, but as soon as you phase out, you're dead. And that's why I don't trust the AI with phase ships, because they are typically very stupid with phase ships. There goes another one. The other thing I could do is have the phase ship be my focus target while I shoot something else, and then as soon as it unphases, all my lasers will just, like, aim at it and keep its flux maxed so it can't ever vent. That's another nice tactic that you can use. So their Paragon is still not on the field. Interesting. And that's exactly what I was referring to earlier when I said the AI is stupid when using Dumbfire. That Onslaught just fired its Dumbfire Reapers or whatever at a Fury, which is like a high mobility ship, from like 1,000 units away. That's like in basketball trying to take a full court shot. It's like, it's not gonna work 99 times out of 100. Maybe 999 times out of 1,000. Like, why even waste the munitions? But they don't know better. They're just dumb. Now, for whatever reason, this fleet decided to field their Paragon last. So we get to focus on it with our undivided attention. Oh, I guess it wasn't a 5-minute fight. Here comes the Paragon. You want a 1v1, bruh? Alright, let's 1v1. In fact, yeah, okay. The rest of my fleet isn't even taking part in this fight. It is just cycling fortress shields, only dropping fortress for when it's tack lances up. Oh, really? Really? Okay, I'll do the same thing. You vent, I vent. It thought it's like an asteroid was going to block it. Alright, I'm coming. You want hugs? I got free hugs right here. It's kind of hard to tell the visual difference between when its fortress is up and not. Because I do not want to be shooting at it while fortress is up. Because it's a waste of my own flux. But it took a gamble that it could flux max me. And yeah, it didn't work too well for them. Worked fine for me. We done? Oh no, there's still a... I don't care. Definitely Paragons are harder to knock out than most other ships though, for sure. Alright, raffle timer. We've got the Dennis Keith and the Nth Turtle. I might even just name you the Nth Turtle. I'm not going to bother pursuing, so let him go. Ship recovery. I'll take another Paragon. Please and thank you. I'll take another Aurora. I might leave the Anubis. Yeah, I'll leave the Anubis. Wreckage Fleet. And GMC, Sebdom, and Prosperity all lost demods. So the Prosperity was their Paragon. And yeah, where we came out ahead for sure. We got another Paragon too. So I bet I have enough. I mean, I have to be in a port, but I probably have enough to get that last S mod, and then I can start using the Paragon. So you're literally the Nth Turtle. So why not? Nearest gate to me. Down in Durastar. So if Raveno can S-mod that last piece. I was hoping for an admin. I'll go ahead and switch to a Paragon. Be a disco ball. As far as colony threats go, commerce rating really hasn't moved at all. I am sort of curious if they're still... They haven't really destroyed any trade fleets recently. They probably won't hold for very long. I find that they like come in random waves. Where like sometimes they'll send swarms and then they'll just like lay off of you for a long time. Alright. So are we done here? The Ox Thrusters is what we were gonna S-mod? Well, let me double check the blueprint. Because has been known to be an idiot. And then there's the other, like, turtle that we could probably will check out as well. See if it's ready to go. So, it was flux distribution. Okay, got it. So this was the primary battleship. Okay. So, adding flux distributor. S-modding it. And then auto-fitting the primary. And this one's done. Oh, I don't know my alphabet. That's why. I was like, where is flux distribution? Okay. All of the executors are now like identical to one another. They're all finished. And I can store them for a rainy day. Perfect. Thank you for tuning in to Starsector Homeworld, which originally streamed live on Twitch. If you have any feedback or questions for me, let me know in the comments below. If you'd like to catch a live stream of mine, Rodamont.com has my stream schedule and countdown timers to upcoming streams. If you'd like to join my online gaming community on Discord, Rodamont.com has a link to it, as does the description of this video. Thank you so very much for watching. Special thank you to my Twitch subscribers, Patreon patrons, and viewers like you that support the channel and made it all the way to the credits. Thank you so very much. I hope to catch you next episode or an upcoming stream. Farewell, my fellow officers.